Would you do this deal? All right. Where are we? Oh my gosh. Is it Kitty S? Kitty S. Washington? I can't tell. Um, Purchase price $42,580. Thinks we can sell it for $250. Look at these numbers everybody's throwing around here. I love it. 20 acres. Uh, Along the Yakima River, close to Something Ridge State Forest, Ellensburg, Washington, and Interstate 90. 20 acres, 42,000.
Is this the right property?
With the cabin?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So look at adjacent. There's another property next to it. Let's see if it has address. It does. Let's take the value of that, whatever Google says. Step one. It's already not passing my adjacent test. I'll tell you that. There's too much dirt
So you don't like it because of that?
so far, but you know, let's just spend a few minutes here.
Secret Canyon Road is an appropriate name.
And so the 3-bedroom, 3-bath, almost 1,800 foot structure on a bunch of acres, similar acreage. This estimate's got it at 650. That's extremely promising. This is a tough one.
Mm-hmm. And that's like their, look at that, that's their primary residence.
I don't know if we're getting a good picture of I wish we had Google Earth of how cool this is here.
I imagine is it like going maybe
Yeah,
sloping
probably.
up the. We'll have to figure out it. You could take my other monitor next week and we could probably
Yeah, I'll
make
figure
that
it out.
work.
I just can't figure it out on the fly here.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
So you're saying this is classic Eastern Washington, you know, and has been done. Andrew Gordon's done a million deals here. So, what do you think about this? I would love to hear your take. See if Dan's on this call too. It's not.
Could be worth a
So
lot.
said, I'm paraphrasing. He said it could worth some dough.
Yeah.
So that's good enough for me to go on to phase 2. Get somebody out there, get some drone shots, figure out what's going on for sure with the structure, if the county knows about it. I can tell you the assessor at the time of this feed doesn't even have a situs address for it.
Mm.
So there's some stuff that doesn't add up, and then we have a $700,000 comp next door. So buying for 40 and selling for 300,000 or 400,000 that's the business we're in,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it's leaning toward with the data that we have right here.
Exactly. It's good. Keep going.
Yep.
Is taking us now to Benton, Washington. 2 parcels, $6,000, sell for 100. 10 acres. All right, I love it. Let's see. Yes, access. Close proximity to the city of Richland and Interstate 82, one of the 3 Tri-Cities in the Yakima, Snake, and County rivers. Population 220,000. Big neighbors to the left, Desert Land LLC. All right, so let's see. What are you finding here so far?
So this is a paper subdivision that's north of the town, up in these hills. There's one, we've looked in the sub recently on the show. There's one structure here. I don't know if these are wells or what. The buildability of this lot is very, very questionable, and I'm sure if we looked at it in Google Earth, it would be all split at $6,000.
For 2.
So if we can find some direct comps in this up on this sub, that'd be
Buying
great.
5 acres for 3 up there, I'm leaning towards yes. 3 each, basically. So let's see.
So we don't see any because it's right here.
Okay.
It's up in these hills. I'd be extremely surprised if you could get to it at all. I mean, there's roads that little 2 tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it has legal access. But I think
a
buying
lot
for
of people would.
But yeah, a lot of people would. So buy for 6 and sell for 20 or 13, like Joel said, it's probably very realistic.
So this comp, just so everybody knows, this is not a real good one. So right now you're going, I'm on the fence. I think it's great, but what could I be missing? You like that?
Totally.
Okay, go. All right, so this one is just a frankly, puts up so many good deals. Doesn't even seem to me like a normal deal.
I agree.
So.
But you priced it right.
And for those reasons, I'm out. Like Shark Tank. This is probably something from Chale's first mailer 3 years ago.
Mhm.
that they saved her letter. It's been on the fridge and now they need the dough.
Or she priced it so well that, or she renegotiated it, whatever. However you got to the $6,000, you did it right.
Yeah. Okay. Renegotiated.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
that's where. Oh, got it down to this price, and now she's. So you're even going. I don't know if I want to do it, even though it's only $6,000.
Wow, look at this.
Fannin County, Texas, 4 acres, $41,000. Thinks we could sell it for $150. I like those
This
numbers.
is Oklahoma.
Okay, so here's the
Dallas.
thing. It's inside the city limits of a small town. Hay shed in the back corner. How sweet is that? Cattle run on the west side. Water and power available. There's also a non-functioning well that could be brought back to service. 1.5 hours to Dallas. So these are all attributes.
We're all on record here, all of us, that we don't remove old structures.
Yeah, like that. And there's
It almost
the-
always, if not every single time, increases the value of your property. I want to be super, super clear on that. Why? Because utilities were addressed at some point if the structure was, a residence. If it was a farming structure, like a barn with no electricity, which this may or may not be, that's good too. It shoots well. I don't, even we have property that bombed out, fire damaged mobile homes on it, and we keep it on there and it sells faster.
Mhm.
It's always an attribute. Remember that property
To
sold in
haul it
northern
away.
Arizona? Was just
I remember, couldn't even really
like
get
a
to it.
crime scene. Yeah.
We tried to go to it. I'm like, we're like, I can see it from here. That's all I need to know.
And we sold that property. We did really well on it. So
Yeah.
structures are good regardless of, and you're also going to find the right type of creative buyer who knows what to do with that kind of thing. Making it pretty like it's HDTV, that doesn't apply. That only applies to houses, and that's just not who these buyers are. The buyers have vision here most of the time.
Or just someone to have options.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what's your take here? We're seeing some numbers.
It just comes down to the numbers. I love this piece of property.
Mm-hmm.
I love the hour and a half from Dallas, all of that.
We buy 41. 150 seems like a lot.
That's a sell for. Oh, I don't know that Dallas situation. Oh, darn. Okay.
Okay, so we're buying it for 41.
We've got 30 properties for sale. And over the past 12 months, 25 have sold. So let's just call that 1-to-1. It's not setting the world on fire, but it's not upside down. 4 acres. 5 acres for 100,000. 1 acre for 72,000. 10 acres for 118. 4.4 with the structure on for 150. These are all good signs.
This will sell fast. I've had property like this in Texas, and it sells really fast. And it doesn't sell, you don't need to discount it deeply, at least prior to this week. You don't have to discount it deeply to get it sold fast, but you do want to buy it at the right price. I would go a little cheaper on the purchase price. I think I would max out at 20.
Would you do this deal? Riverside County, California, 2.3 acres. All right. Has a well and utilities, no HOA. Has existing and inhabitable single wide mobile, as well as buildings and some improvements. Thinks it would sell fast for 140 as is. Purchase price 93. Okay, buy for 93, sell for 140. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, you're gonna probably be able to pull this up too, which is great.
388. So they say. It's
Okay.
the same property, yeah.
Can you give me some of that? We scroll down to the numbers and show what the old numbers are, because I want to see what was ever listed and all that too. So they paid 10,010, and then they sold it for 20. And then they put the thing on it. 10 sold for 20 in 2010. They've got an old 1975 thing on there. We want to buy it for 90 something now. I gotta think about this for a second.
Put that on there. I think it was there.
It looks like there's about 90,000 worth of junk on it.
That could be where they're going with it.
Well, if this is installed in 1975, it is grandfathered in that California rule for a scrape.
So it depends on it. If it's an old classic car under a tarp.
Oh, no,
Maybe.
no.
Yeah.
No.
I disagree. I think this is probably a smoking deal.
Okay. Thank you. We got the high. Okay.
Across the street, we'll do the same thing. Because this passes access, it passes attribute, and it passes adjacent. I wouldn't let this go.
Nothing that cheap on the market that what I can see. It's pre-HUD. But they lend on them now. Way out between Temecula and Palm Desert. Yep. Someone's living in it. Oh. And they say I could check it out.
So,
All right.
if you're up for a ride and you're close, I'd look at it.
Yeah.
It's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
Just you have to see it, how dumpy it is, and just get a feel for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know if these kind of spreads are selling.
Actually, 2.5 acre. I mean, let's come on, 2.5 acres, and it's under $100,000, and you could put your head there.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
We hope you find our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.